That was an excerpt from the love theme from my opera Hypatia. Hypatia is based on a true story. In 415 CE, Alexandria, Egypt, was torn by sectarian violence. The Archbishop Cyril, determined to have total control over the minds and hearts of the population, launched a pogrom against the Jews, running the large Jewish population out of the town. Then he turned his attention to the Museon, the Great Library of Alexandria, and to its director, Hypatia. She was an astronomer, a mathematician, an inventor, and a philosopher after Plato. She was very influential in the city and much beloved, and was seen by Cyril as a challenge to his authority. He stirred up his followers against her and against the other scholars of the Museon. The library, the Museon, was the repository of hundreds of thousands of scientific and philosophical and literary documents, the real intellectual treasure of the ancient world. This is where all the research happened. And the rules of Euclidean geometry, so-called Euclidean geometry that we suffered through in high school, were actually codified by Hypatia and her father Theon. But Cyril portrayed Hypatia as a witch and a Satan worshiper. He portrayed the work that she was doing at the Museum as some sort of sorcery. And he got his people very worked up about this, launched demonstrations against her. When Hypatia's previously clandestine love affair with the Roman prefect governor Orestes was discovered, the Christians rioted. In the course of the riot, Orestes was attacked by a monk named Ammonius and stabbed in the leg. Ammonius promptly was arrested, tried and convicted, and flogged to death. Cyril's private militia of monks abducted Hypatia from the museum and dragged her into the Caesareum, the Church of Alexandria, which originally had been built by Mark Antony as a pagan temple in honor of Julius Caesar. There, at the church altar, Cyril demanded that Hypatia publicly convert and kowtow to him, or accept exile and leave the city. And she, of course, refused. She defied him. The militia of monks set upon her, and according to the eyewitness description, she was carved to pieces with sharpened oyster shells, and she died. Cyril then ordered a cover-up, and the militia of monks took Hypatia to a private place and had her body burned to destroy the evidence of the crime. And then the militia went on a rampage, and they looted the museum and burned hundreds of thousands of documents. The real treasure of the ancient world was lost forever. All of Hypatia's actual writings and instruments were destroyed. We know approximately what she was working on because of correspondence she maintained with other intellectuals around the Mediterranean. The destruction of the Great Library is regarded as the end of classical civilization and the fledgling beginnings of democracy in humanism and secular science, and the beginning of the Dark Ages.